this thing has been squeezed pretty hard at this point. So hello my friends, let's talk about Bombardier. Now Bombardier, we've been tracking Bombardier for quite a while here, and right when this thing was hitting a 60-cent range, I really started telling people, like, listen, you know, this company is really doing a lot of things to revamp itself, and there's going to be a lot of hype around it. There's going to be a lot of growth on it. There's going to be a lot of volume on it, and we have just seen this thing climb nonstop for the past few months here. So when you look at a 6-month chart right now on Bombardier, and we're looking at the Class B section of this right now with their stock. So this has obviously a beautiful walk-up. This is probably one of the best walk-ups you can find right now on any general stock. Saying that, you know, I made the thumbnail and I said, hey, hold up, you may want to stop buying this, and here's why I am saying that. So let's talk about Bombardier here in the future. Can this thing go any higher? Well, let's readjust what we've been thinking and talking about here. So, you know, Bombardier has been making these deals. You know, I got the deal with the United States contract. It has been revamping their business. They've been, you know, just knifing through things. They've just been cleaning out parts of their business. So my prediction from Bombardier, even for the last 3 months, I have been saying this thing is going to probably see $1.40. Then at that point, I would slow down. I would not be buying this thing over $1.30, especially over $1.40. Now, why am I saying that? Well, here's one big thing. Bombardier has a rocky history. It has a history of not following through with contracts. It has a history of just doing some shady things with the stock and lying to investors. They have been caught doing this. And there's one more big aspect of that too. This is one of the biggest companies riddled with debt that you are going to find right now. And they are trying to change that. They are doing a lot, so they are saying. But this could be a point too where, you know, we've squeezed everything out. Now, obviously, I hope I'm wrong. I really do. I hope I'm wrong. But I'm making this video for people that's saying, like, wow, look at this chart, man. This thing is crazy. And maybe they don't know the history of Bombardier. I would be very careful buying Bombardier at $1.40, especially in this $1.30 zone. Now, could this keep going up even to $1.60? It probably could, and I do think we'll see that because there's still a lot of hype around the stock. There's still some crazy volume around the stock. It has days where it flatlines, and then it has days where it has massive volume. And honestly, you're still going to see news come out here with Bombardier. They are still trying to get more contracts. They're still revamping their company. There's still a lot going on here. So we could definitely see Bombardier go up even more. The more this thing goes up, you know, we could see it crash down a whole lot, and some people could get stuck here. So this is just my, listen, I've led people to the gates this far with Bombardier. If you were there in the beginning at the 60, you know, whenever we start like 50 cent, 60 cent zone, you know, that's awesome. Congratulations. I hope it worked out for you. I hope you made a lot of money. That's awesome. That's what this is all about. But at this point, you know, I'm not a financial advisor. I'm just a guy who's seen a lot of things like this, and I've been in the game for quite a while. And, you know, this thing has been squeezed pretty hard at this point. So for this to go anything, you know, above $1.40 right now, you're standing on very dangerous ground right now. You know, very dangerous ground. So there is news that's just come out with Bombardier. Bombardier was back in the high yield market Monday, refinancing bonds due over the next 2 years, just as S&P Global Ratings, Moody's Investor Service boosted their outlook for the troubled Canadian plane maker. Now, Bombardier sold $750 million of a 6.5-year bonds at 6%, the wide end of pricing guidance offered earlier, according to people familiar with the transaction. Shortly after the deal was first announced, S&P raised its outlook on the CC plus rating company to stable from negative, while Moody's boosted the firm's rating one notch to an CAAL, or 7 levels below investment grade. So this is not the first time that Bombardier has done this before. This is kind of just business as usual. Every few years they are known for doing this sort of thing, but it's money, it is helping them, and it's more, you know, it looks like maybe they are telling the truth here. Maybe they are trying to redirect this company in the right direction. You know, they have stopped a lot of things. They are focusing just on their jetliners. They're trying to do the right thing here from what they are saying, but obviously we don't have inside sources in the actual company. We're just reading everything we can find literature-wise with what they say they are doing. So, you know, friends, with all that said, you know, there's still a lot of volume here and there with Bombardier. Now, like I said, do I think this thing could see even $1.60 at this point? I do think $1.60 more than likely will probably happen here, especially if the market can keep a little bit of momentum here. But, you know, obviously the market is so volatile right now, who knows what's going to happen here. We need Bombardier to keep coming out with good news. Bombardier really needs to show investors, it needs to show people, it needs to show, you know, maybe some hedge funds that they mean business, that they are trying to turn things around and not fool people. Because like I said, you can dig into a lot of history, and I'm not going to in this video because that's not what this video is. I've talked about this stuff before in other videos. I've brought it up, but Bombardier has been caught in lies. They've just done some bad things in the past. They've made some really bad business moves, and it has hurt them. It has hurt investors, and people don't even touch this stock with a 10-foot pole. So that's why I'm saying, you know, when I saw this at such a cheap rate, you know, months ago, and I told people like, hey, get in on this, ride this roller coaster right now. Right now, we've kind of gone around the roller coaster one full time. And now it's like, well, do you want to sit in your seat still and just go around one more time? And it's like, I don't know if I can handle one more time. I don't know if the roller coaster is going to make it all the way back around. So, you know, that's kind of where we're at right now. So, you know, like at this point, I leave everybody, you know, in just the graces of just, we're happy to be here. And now it's like you kind of need to make your decision, decide what you want to do, because, you know, with what Bombardier has, you know, what they're worth, they are one of the top jet makers in the world, yes, but their debt ratio is so bad. It is so bad. So friends, just trying to make this a sweet little video to the point, what's going on. I've had a few people ask me, hey, what do you see what's going on with Bombardier here? We're pretty high up. Should I fold? Should I just, you know, take my money and go? You know, personally, friends, at this point, you're just going to have to make your own decisions. Like I said, I have led people to the gates here, and now you kind of just have to make your decision. You know, this is great. We're here, but, you know, if Bombardier, if this stock is going to go up anymore, we're going to need to see a lot more news come out to make this thing really going up. I think it's really going to struggle to stay at $1.30, $1.50 zone. It could play around there for quite a bit, but it's going to struggle here probably. And we're just going to need to see some more meat on the bone here with it so people will stay latched to it. But friends, with all that said, I wish you all the luck in the world with this. Remember, be positive, be you, and I will talk to you very soon. Best of luck out there, friends. Talk to you real soon. Bye, everyone.